Hi boys and girls, I'm going to show you a little STEAM activity today. This would entail you having to ask permission to parents if you could download the stop motion app from onto your phone or onto an iPad or device, or really any kind of, it doesn't have to be the exact iMotion. That works really with iPhones or iPads, but you can, there's lots if you look even in for your Android devices, if you look under, there's movie, stop motion movie, there's ones that you can get for Android devices too. And they're free. Okay, the one I'm going to show you today is, it's for iPhone and iPad, but again, you can find them that do basically the same thing for Android devices or tablets. I'm going to use I have a paid one that I have, it's a pink one, it's a paid one, but there's also a blue eye stop motion one that's free. All right, I'm kind of rambling here. So, all right, so what you do is you can build something out of Legos, or you can just find some random things in the house, or some toys. Okay, so right here I have this it's part of a semi truck. I've got this crazy, I don't know, Batman character I found in the house. I've got a John Deere kind of photo with my thing, and then I have like a bulldozer. But pick like what you want. I'm just going to use this big truck first. Okay, so what you do is you set it out, okay, however you want it to go across your movie, and then you take your device, okay, and you go into your app. In this case, I'm using the pink stop motion app. When that comes up there, and then you come in here. There's some stuff you'll see from my students that were using, but you tap new movie. Okay, so then you've got this screen. So what you do is you take your vehicle, how you want it to go, okay, and you're gonna like take a picture. So you push this little red button. Okay, it took a picture. So now what I want to do is try to hold your camera steady, but then you're gonna move it just slightly, and you take another picture. It's really better if you've got to stand, because my hand is kind of wobbling a little bit. So you keep taking pictures of your object moving across. I started to show my third graders this, and I was doing some activities in the middle of activities for fourth and fifth graders were doing this. And they were kind of doing an activity with it and learning how to do it. So you keep going till you make it go all the way out of your screen. And as I told my students, this is like the movie Nightmare Before Christmas, or all the old school Rudolph movies and Snowman. Those are all like claymation. Those are all stop motion. Like the Lego movie, it's giving an inanimate object the ability to move. All right, so now we made that with my car, right? So then I'm going to kind of show you. All right, so then you can play your video. See, now it's making it look like my car is driving across my table, and I didn't move it. Although you can adjust the speed and you can make it so it doesn't loop. There's lots of fun things you could do with this. You could like make your own story. You could just make some fun action scenes, make it, and then draw a picture of what you did, or actually tell a story. It can be anything when you're playing. It's really fun to do. And again, you've got to ask permission from your parents if you can download the app. The stop motion app is for iPhone and iOS devices, but there are lots on Google Play that you can find that are for Android devices too. And it's basically anything you're looking for. If you just put in the Google app and you say stop motion, things will come up, apps will come up that you can use and do this. Some really cool things. I can maybe even show you, if I go back, I could show you maybe some of the things that some of my students were doing. Let's see if I can find one. This was a cool one. This was the three little pigs. I hope they don't mind because I'm kind of showing it. Okay, but this was from one of my students were doing with theirs, and this they just did with paper. They're telling the three little pigs are retelling the story without really any words, but you can kind of get the gist. And they did this all with paper. They colored it with paper and cut it out. See, he's huffing and puffing at the stick house. Oh, that blew away. Now he's huffing and puffing. And then he's moving over to the brick house. Can't do anything with the brick house. And nope, can't get in there. It's not working. It's gonna climb down the chimney. Oh. Oh. Sorry that that's backwards. The words are backwards on there. But kind of get the idea that you could do lots of really cool things with it. So you can do it with paper. But if you do paper, you're gonna want to have that, your camera like face down, flat, like this. If I'm doing like this, if I'm doing paper, or do it on a table, okay? If you do have something with a stand, that's kind of good because then it keeps it steady while you're filming your movie, because I have my hand kind of moving, so it's kind of moving. But you can mess with all sorts of things. You can put title on your movie, you can put credits at the end, you can record your voice and make sound. It's a really cool app. So again, ask parents' permission, and then you can try the STEAM project. Retell a story. Maybe a story that you read or heard just recently. You can make a video of it, okay? Give it a try and let me know how it works.